Morning all, we're back on the farm again, and today, carrying on from the last video, we are reduce digging the ground level down to 300 mil, I think. Yeah, 300 mil below finished floor level, because we need to have a dig off ready for doing the foundations, so that we don't have to remove all this material when we're digging foundations. And it's going to reduce our foundation depth, so the trenches aren't really deep, because it's a nightmare to put concrete and ring beams in deep trenches, and it all needs to come off anyway. So I thought, let's get it done now. Last video, it was absolutely full of slop. I'll show you what we're doing. We brought the fancy laser level, but it's having a Monday, doesn't want to work, so we're on the other one. That's the gradient one. I'll stick a video in the description. I don't know what's going wrong with that gradient level, but we just can't get it working today. I'm gonna have to take it back in and see whether they can fix it, but it was hellish expensive, so I'm hoping they can. But I was talking about putting a fall on this, but I'm not doing that now. We're just gonna dig it off flat level, because I think if we put a fall on it, it'll just make it hard work when we come to put the concrete and ring beam in for the foundations. So we're not doing that now. I'll have to move that thing in a minute. We can see we've just been digging off here. We're not doing this bit yet. We'll sort that out after. We've got this centre section to do, and we're just getting up to where I dug off before, around that outbuilding. We've managed to set up the laser level on the machine. I'll put a video in the comments and the description about when we did this before in the field. Works absolutely brilliantly. So it's just this that's clipped on, receives signal from the laser level, just flashes up or down. Just saves having that man stood there all day long. So worth it if you do. I mean, we don't use it enough really, but I like to buy toys. It's like a Christmas present. Make job easy. Anyway, let's get digging, take some more off. Some of you might be wondering why I'm using the smallest digger for digging this off. There's a reason. I've got a video coming out why we're not using the Bobcat, because that's currently somewhere else, which I'll put in the video, you'll see in the video. That didn't go well. And the big one, we're only taking 8 inches off, a foot maximum, so it's just the big ones. I've got to change bucket in it, and it's a bit big and lumpy, and I prefer doing that. It's a bit more lighter, you know, it's nicer to drive, and you know, it's got some good controls.
give it up somehow. Tell me, do you stay the same? If you could just see me now, would you believe it now? Clouds breaking, the sky spilling over. I'm coming clean in the water. You were just holding out for everything you got now. Come close, you can lean on my shoulder. We're coming clean in the
That's not good. Another puncture. Can't wait to fix that. Oh well, go and get the other dumper. We'll see if we can keep the tyres inflated on that. Well, lads, just jumped in big machine. We're just going to flatten this lot out and level it down into here and just grade it all up. And this is where put some material in. We're going to start tree planting this next month. So we'll probably do a video on that, but up on that top there we're going to start tree planting that. So you can watch the planning videos. These are the ancient woodlands, so we're going to link it all together, bring this land out, just grade it all down and then tree plant it all and link all these woodlands together from this corner probably down to where I am now and then back up there, and all this will have trees in it. All day I've just been throwing these stones to one side because I'm going to keep them. We can use this for crushing with this little crusher bucket thing. So rather than tip them and get rid of them, may as well use it and then we can have some alcohol out of it. It's free out of the ground. So now we've dug it all off. We're 300 mil below finished floor level at house. Just going to throw these rocks in the dumper and go and get rid of them, and separated some more out down there. Well, I used to get full dumper full of stone in there, so I think that's like, what, 5 tonne, 6 tonne, £25 a tonne to bar stone in. Just save myself 150 quid. Ka-ching! We've still got to crush it, mind you, but it's not going to cost me 150 quid to crush it. It'll take me about 5 minutes, so that's why we do it. Anything we dig out, save the stone. Just going to whack over this with digger now, track it all in. Actually, I might get a little lad to nip down with that beam because we'll do it a lot quicker. Just want to get it all tracked in, so if it rains, it's not going to turn to mud and slop like it did last time. But what we're going to do is absolutely keep off here now. No machines are going to run on it until we dig in the foundations, because we want a nice hard base for that. And then when we do dig the foundations, we'll just make sure we've got a window of like 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days, where it's not going to rain, and then we're not making a massive swamp of mess everywhere. So what we're going to do now, just backwards and forwards, get it all flattened, give it a proper good tracking in, and get it all sealed. So if we get any water on it, it's just going to sit on the top, dry day, might evaporate, but we're getting to the wrong end of the year for that. But hopefully it'll keep it a lot harder for when we dig the foundations. Once the foundations are in, we can then stone them. Actually, I think the house foundations start about here. But we can get everything else dug off around it, stone it all up, and then we've just got hard standing then. Just working in slop and mud, oh, mind numbing, I hate it. But you've got to do it because you can't keep putting clean stone down over and over again. We have done it a few times on this job, but just the main areas. But I hate working in slop. You see the difference now compared to what it is, and how compacted it's got now. It's tracked over it with a big machine. So we'll just keep going like that over and over again. You've got to be careful you don't end up turning it to mud, because as you work it, it vibrates and all the mud will come out of it. So track it in enough to seal it, but not too much. Drag this out of retirement today. 5 grand laser level, gone, doesn't work, don't know what's wrong with it, won't spin, keeps coming up with an error on the x-axis. This thing's about, what, 1,500 quid. Forgot to charge it up, so that one don't work. And we can't charge it and run it at the same time, but we managed to get the old one going. Save the day. Done for the day, all tracked in. Got a victory lollipop. Catch you next time.